this hemoglobin is going to be decreased. In minor form, it will be remain around 10, but in severe, this major form, it will be 7 to 10. MCV is going to be very low because it is the cause of microcytic hypochromic anemia, and the closest differential is iron deficiency anemia. Apart from that, what about the WBCs and platelet? It may remain normal, or if there is hypersplenism, it will decrease in number. In GBP, what you are going to notice, there is poikilocytosis, there is fragmented RBCs, and there is target cell. Okay, and this is all because of the spleen. Okay. Apart from that, there is hemolysis, so serum bilirubin is bound to increase, serum hepatoglobin is bound to decrease. There is hemolysis, so lactate dehydrogenase will be high in these patients. These patients are going to have liver dysfunction, so SGOT and SGPT may increase. And in iron profile, these patients are at iron overload, so serum iron and the serum ferritin will be very high, while the TIBC will be less. And this is where we can differentiate from the iron deficiency anemia. In iron deficiency anemia, serum iron will be less, serum ferritin will be less, and the TIBC will be, that is total iron binding capacity, will be high. Refer to the iron deficiency anemia part, differentiation between the thalassemia, this iron deficiency anemia, and anemia of chronic disease. It has been discussed earlier in the classes of iron deficiency anemia. So you can go back to the iron deficiency lecture and we can see this difference between these three entities. Okay. How to confirm the diagnosis? So for diagnosis, we require confirmation of hemoglobinopathy. The one investigation required for diagnosis is high performance liquid chromatography. So in high performance chromatic, high HPLC, we are going to see some of the patterns of hemoglobin electrophoresis. So these two we are going to discuss. This beta thalassemia, there is fetal hemoglobin in these patients. This fetal hemoglobin is 95% of the total hemoglobin, while HbA2 is 3.9 and there is no HbA. So these patients are having thalassemia, beta thalassemia major. Okay, why beta thalassemia? Because this fetal hemoglobin is having alpha 2, means if there is fetal hemoglobin, alpha chains are okay, but beta chains are defective, because synthesis of HbA requires this alpha and beta both, but synthesis of HbA2 requires gamma, not beta. So there will be fetal HbF, fetal hemoglobin, and HbA2, but there is no HbA, no adult type of hemoglobin. Okay, so the diagnosis of this HPLC will be beta thalassemia major. Okay, look at this. There is very less A2. There is a different peak from the other fractions of hemoglobin, other types of hemoglobin. Normal hemoglobin is also there, means some of the alpha chains are there, but there is other peak, HbH. HbH is having polymerization of alpha chains and other component, other globin, other chains are globins. So there is deletion of 3 genes in HbH disease. So one alpha will going to pair with other 3 of beta chains, and this will lead to the production of one different type of the hemoglobin known as HbH. So this diagnosis of this electrophoresis is HbH disease. Apart from that, you can see here, usually, normally there is 97% is HbA, there is only less than 1% of HbS, and HbA2 is less than 3%. Okay. In fact, there is usually HbA A is very slightly reduced, fetal hemoglobin is raised, and this HbA2 is usually more than 3.2. So beta thalassemia diagnosis made on the basis of HbA2 more than 3. Okay. In intermediate, it will be between the thalassemia trait and major. In major, there is almost 0 to very less adult hemoglobin. It depends upon the mutation of beta alleles. It is beta 0 if there is no production, or beta plus there is some production. Fetal hemoglobin will rise to 80 to 100%, and HbA2 will be between 0 to 13%. So this is the electrophoretic pattern of beta thalassemia. In alpha thalassemia trait, there will be 85 to 95% of the adult hemoglobin. Apart from that, this is BARD means beta 4. That is beta polymerized to with each other is only 0 to 10%. And in HbS disease, the HbA total concentration will be less. That is two-thirds of the normal, and the BARD will be 20 to 30%. In HbS BARD hydros, that is thalassemia at having alpha thalassemia at maximum manifestation, there is no synthesis of alpha chains, and this will having BARD hemoglobin of 80 to 90%, and it is usually causing death in utero. Apart from that, if you look at the radiological investigation, this is all related to the this hemolysis. In radiological investigation, if you look at the X-ray of skull, it is going to appear something is known as hair on end appearance, and hair on end appearance look like this. So this is skull, and it look like there is some hairs are radiating from it, and this the basic pathophysiology behind this radiological feature is extension of bone marrow.